Talk about the hidden gem. We all dream of rummaging through old boxes and stumbling upon a forgotten treasure, right? Well, for one lucky Antiques Roadshow guest, that dream became a jaw-dropping reality when a watch, casually stashed away in a drawer for years, turned out to be worth an absolute fortune, from dusty drawer to dazzling discovery. Imagine the scene: the picturesque grounds of the Woodhorn Museum in Northumberland, buzzing with hopeful folks lining up to have their beloved heirlooms appraised. Among them was a guest with a watch that, to the untrained eye, might just look like, well, a watch. But to BBC expert Richard Price, it was clear this was no ordinary timepiece. As Richard, with his characteristic calm and expertise, laid eyes on the watch, he immediately recognized its significance. "So, Rolex collectors obviously know what this is," he began, a hint of excitement in his voice. "And this is a Rolex GMT Master." He went on to explain that these iconic watches are identified by their reference numbers, this one being the 1675. The story behind the watch was just as intriguing. Richard noted that the bill of sale was from a Hong Kong retailer dating back to early 1971. It wasn't purchased by the guest, so who was the original owner? The guest revealed it was a gift to his dad, who, about 5 years prior, had passed it on as an inheritance. And what had this valuable timepiece been doing since then? "It's been in a drawer ever since," the guest confessed with a shrug that suggested utter nonchalance. Can you believe it? A potential gold mine just hanging out in a drawer. A journey through time. The Rolex GMT Master. Richard then took us on a fascinating journey through the history of this remarkable watch. He explained how, in the 1940s and 1950s, the booming airline industry began making much longer flights, with pilots working across different time zones. This led to a crucial need for a watch that could keep track of Greenwich Mean Time, GMT. Enter Pan American Airways, better known as Pan Am, who in the mid-1950s approached Rolex with an ambitious idea to develop a watch with an extra hand specifically for GMT. This collaboration was a game-changer. By 1959, or certainly just around 5 years later, as Richard put it, the 1675 reference became the standard GMT Master. This watch wasn't just a time-telling device, it was a testament to innovation and a crucial tool for a burgeoning global industry. What made this particular watch even more special, according to Richard, was the complete set of paperwork it came with. "What is so lovely about this is you've got all of the paperwork, what we call in the trade, the full set," he beamed. This full set significantly adds to a watch's value, telling its complete story from purchase to present day. The devil and dollars in the details. As Richard meticulously examined the watch, he pointed out some crucial details that impact its value. The bezel, for instance, was original, a huge plus. Had it been changed, the value would have been reduced, he explained. This is why originality is so key in the world of collectibles. Every component tells a tale. However, it wasn't all sunshine and rainbows. Richard, ever the honest appraiser, had a slight caveat. "The bracelet is not original," he noted. "This will be what they call a service replacement." He added, with a touch of regret, "The only thing that spoils it, because otherwise it's in lovely original condition. It just goes to show, even the smallest detail can make a difference." The moment of truth. A wow-worthy revelation. Now for the part we've all been waiting for, the valuation. The watch was originally purchased for 1,040 Hong Kong dollars, which, back in 1971, was equivalent to just under £200. That £200 50 years ago has actually done quite well, Richard mused, building the suspense. Then came the bombshell. "If it had the original bracelet with the full set," he began, his voice dropping slightly, "we could have put 2 knots on and made it £20,000. Yes, you read that right, £20,000. The guest's reaction was priceless. A simple, stunned wow. It's the kind of moment that makes Antiques Roadshow so compelling, that sudden, exhilarating realization of unimaginable value. But even without the original bracelet, there was still plenty of good news. Richard, ever the bearer of significant news, didn't leave the guest hanging. "But it's not got the original bracelet," he clarified, "so I'm going to take it back to, in this condition, around £14,000. What a discovery. £14,000 for a watch that was literally gathering dust in a drawer. This story is a fantastic reminder that sometimes the greatest treasures are hidden in plain sight, waiting to be discovered. It makes you wonder what forgotten gems might be lurking in your own home, doesn't it? Perhaps it's time to start rummaging through those drawers and attics.